And the third misconception is that you don't have time. That's a lie as well. You already lose hours of low energy busy work. Half attending meetings, rereading emails, chasing ideas that go nowhere. Replace some of that with focused rest and watch your productivity rise without adding hours to your day. You've been told that success comes from doing more, pushing harder, stretching yourself past your limits. But here's the truth high achievers don't talk about enough. If you really want to sharpen your focus and unleash your creativity, the answer isn't more grind, it's more rest. And not the Netflix and half-watching kind of rest. I am talking about mindful rest. A strategic, intentional break that fuels your brain to operate at peak performance. Welcome to another episode of Clarity to Impact, the show where purpose meets precision. If you're ready to think clearly, lead boldly, and turn vision into measurable results, you are in the right place. I am your host, Blessing Asukwa Eko. Today, I am about to let you in on a counterintuitive secret. The most booming, laser-focused, creatively alive version of you doesn't come from grinding. It comes from mastering real intentional rest. In this episode, we will bust the 3 myths that keep high performers from resting. Explore the neuroscience behind why rest is one of your brain's most powerful productivity tools. I'll give you my R.E.S.T rest framework, a simple but powerful blueprint I use with clients from early career professionals to executives and organizations that will make you rethink how you work, lead, and create. And I'll share real-world stories of leaders, founders, and teams who unlocked breakthroughs by doing the opposite of hustle culture's advice. By the end, you won't just be convinced to rest, you'll know exactly how to make it work for you. Now, let's start with the problem high achievers refuse to admit. If you are anything like the professionals I work with, the overachieving professional, the purpose-driven founder, the ambitious 20-something-year-old trying to build your future, or a leader in an institution, you are running at full tilt. Your calendar looks like a Tetris game of level 99. Your phone is basically an IV drip for notifications. And if I asked when last you had a restful brain, you'd probably laugh. The hustle feels noble, but here's the truth. It's wasteful. Because your brain isn't a machine that runs on volume. It runs on cycles, use and recovery, focus and release. And when you skip the recovery, your focus fragments, your creativity fades, and your work, the very work you're killing yourself to do, starts to decline in quality. Harvard Business Review recently reported that over 60% of high-performing leaders experience significant cognitive fatigue, even when they think they are managing their energy. Now, that's not just tiredness. That's diminished brain performance. As a matter of fact, you are not just slower, you're making more errors, you're solving problems less effectively, and you're often blind to better options. So, let's dismantle the 3 most dangerous misconceptions, the lies about rest that keeps you tired. The number one misconception is that rest is for the lazy. Reality check: elite athletes treat rest as part of training. Champions don't earn rest, they plan it. Why? Because adaptation, growth, and performance gains happen during recovery, not while you're burning out your system. The number two misconception is that rest means doing nothing, and that is wrong. Mindful rest is active, it's intentional and strategic. It might be a 10-minute walk with no phone, journaling, painting, or even mindful breathing. It's about recharging the exact systems you rely on to think and decide. And the third misconception is that you don't have time. That's a lie as well. You already lose hours of low energy busy work. Half attending meetings, rereading emails, chasing ideas that go nowhere. Replace some of that with focused rest and watch your productivity rise without adding hours to your day. The truth? People who refuse to rest aren't working harder. They are working dumber. Now, here's where we get nerdy. Your brain operates in different modes. The one you know well is the task positive network. This is when you're locked into a task, processing actively. But there's another network called the default mode network, or DMN. It lights up when you're resting, daydreaming, or stepping away from a direct task. The DMN is where connections form between ideas. It's the birthplace of insight. Neuroscientists have found that when you shift between the task network and the DMN, you actually build the neural flexibility required for creative problem solving. That shower thought you had, that's the DMN doing its thing. The brilliant idea that popped up while walking the dog, same network. Creativity thrives when you give your brain space to wonder, process, and connect the dots. This isn't a motivational sermon, it's neurobiology. Without rest, you're literally cutting off access to one of your brain's most powerful capabilities. Here's the blueprint I use with my clients. Whether they are executives, startup founders, or young professionals hungry for growth. The REST framework. R stands for release. Step away, physically and mentally. Change your environment, move your body, unplug your brain from the current task. And E stands for engage the senses. Activate creativity through music, cooking, sketching, nature, anything sensory that shifts your brain into a different rhythm. S stands for slow the mind. Try deep breathing, meditation, or even simple stillness. No guilt. This slows mental chatter so insight can surface. T stands for track the impact. Keep a quick log. How do you feel post-rest? Sharper? Calmer? Did a new idea emerge? This builds proof for your logical brain that rest isn't a waste of time. It's a performance enhancer. One rest cycle between deep work sessions can transform your output completely. Let's make it real. A COO I coach used to see rest as indulgence. We built in 15-minute mindful breaks every 90 minutes. Within 3 weeks, her team noticed sharper decision-making and fewer mistakes. An early career analyst created a creative recharge hour once a week. No email, no Slack, just space to think. That single hour produced the idea her team pitched to the board. An organization introduced Mindful Monday mornings, the first hour of the week dedicated to rest-based research activities. Their viable new project ideas increased, by 22% in a quarter. Rest didn't slow them, it made them formidable. So here's your challenge starting today. For the next 7 days, schedule one mindful rest session each day. It could be 10 minutes, 30 minutes, or an hour, but protect it like a meeting with your most important client. Track your focus, creativity, and energy after each session. If you want a guide, I've created a free mindful rest logbook. The link is in the show description. Check the description in this episode. Remember, rest is not a reward for surviving the week. It's the launchpad for the work, ideas, and impact you want to create. This is Clarity to Impact. And until next time, stay rested, focused, and ready to change the game. I will see you next time. Goodbye.